Good morning, and thank you for tuning in to another installment of On This Day. Today is Monday, January 19th, 2026. I'm Christy, and I'll be taking you on this ride to the past, the present, the strange, and possibly other dimensions. That being said, hop in the car, pop on some tunes, and let's go for a ride. On this day in music history in 1963, the Beatles made their national TV debut on the UK's Thank Your Lucky Stars. Filming at Birmingham's Alpha Television Studios, the young band played their second single, Please Please Me, which had just been released a week earlier. While the show didn't have much faith in the group, placing them last in a roster of seven acts, the appearance was instrumental in helping the Fab Four gain exposure. I hope they didn't expose too much. Sorry, no, I'm not. Anywho, not long after Please Please Me would take off on the UK chart, and the band would be booked on a national tour. Bless you. In 1980, Pink Floyd's 11th studio album, The Wall, began a 15-week run at the top of the Billboard 200. The double LP progressive rock opera has since become one of the highest-grossing albums of all time in the U.S., trailing behind Michael Jackson's Thriller and Eagles' Greatest Hits. In 1967, the Monkees scored their one and only UK hit, number one, with I'm a Believer, and That's a Cat. The Neil Diamond penned song was wildly successful, attaining gold status within 2 days of release, while also topping the pop charts in the US, Australia, Canada, and beyond. Told you I might take you beyond. I did right at the beginning. Hope you listened. Okay, that being said, in 2011, Aerosmith frontman Steven Tyler added some rock star spice to American Idol when he made his debut as a judge on the long-running show's 10th season. In 1993, the classic lineup of Fleetwood Mac reunited after 6 years for a one-off performance at Bill Clinton's presidential inauguration. The band's 1977 hit, Don't Stop, was used as the theme for Clinton's campaign. In 2006, legendary soul singer Wilson Pickett died at the age of 64 following a heart attack. The influential artist, who scored 15 top 40 singles in the U.S., was best known for such hits as Mustang Sally, Everybody Needs Somebody to Love, and In the Midnight Hour. On to facts with factoids. It's officially Tin Can Day and Popcorn Day. Back in my day when I was younger, they used to sell popcorn in big giant tins about high. And it was generally during Christmas time. And in doing so, they separated it into threes. It was regular popcorn, cheese popcorn, and caramel popcorn. It was good. Caramel, anyway. But that's just a preference. Anyways, in 1785, Richard Cosby became the first Irish man to fly a hot air balloon in Ireland. He was the brother of United Irishman Sir Edward Crosby. In 2025, after more than a year of bloody conflict, Israel and Hamas entered into a ceasefire in Gaza. The conflict began on October 7, 2023, when Hamas launched a deadly incursion into Israel, resulting in 1,200 deaths and 257 prisoners. In response, Israel ops in Gaza led to 48,870 casualties and the displacement of most of its 2.3 million residents. The ceasefire terms required Hamas to release all Israeli hostages and Israel to free hundreds of Palestinian prisoners and humanitarian aid to Gaza. In 2023, Jacinda Ardern resigned as the Prime Minister of New Zealand. The Labour Party leader served from 2014 to 2023. That's a long term. During which time she became one of New Zealand's most influential leaders since World War II. See, it's funny how all these other countries and territories and stuff are having women as presidents, prime ministers, etc. But yet here we still can't grasp that. Catch up, United States. Anywho, that was just my little 2 cents. In 2013, Earth-like calcium-rich deposits were found by Mars rover Curiosity rover. Found on Mars by NASA's Curiosity rover. At the same time, 7-time Tour de France winner Lance Armstrong admitted doping during all wins on Oprah Winfrey. In 1993, production of the Pixar film Toy Story began. The film was Pixar Animation Studios' first full-length feature film, as well as the first Pixar-Disney collaboration. In 1983, Apple released their first computer with a graphical user interface, GUZ, called Lisa. In 1971, the Beatles' song Helter Skelter was played at the trial, played in the courthouse as evidence for Charles Manson's trial. In 1966, Indira Gandhi was elected as India's 4th Prime Minister. See, again, another woman. In 1955, the popular board game Scrabble went on sale in the UK. The word-finding board game was created 17 years prior and initially only for sale in the US. In 1861, the state of Georgia seceded from the United States of America. Georgia was the 5th state to secede, following South Carolina, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, and shortly afterward, Georgia became one of the founding states of the Confederate State of America. Lastly, 1607, the construction for the San Augustine Church in Manila was officially completed, and that's a cat again, was officially completed, and you're in my light. It is the oldest stone church still standing in the Philippines. Trivia. Question: what planet takes approximately 34 Earth years to orbit the Sun? Answer: Uranus. No, that wasn't a joke, I promise. That's the real answer, I promise. I know I make a lot of, I don't know if I make a lot of jokes in front of you people, but I make a lot of jokes about Uranus. Anywho, most people do. Question. What is the national flower of Japan? Answer. Sakura, or cherry blossom. Question. What is the most populated island in the world? Answer. Java, Indonesia. Bonus. What's the oldest known living tree species? Answer. The Great Basin bristlecone pine. On to birthdays. 1935, Johnny O'Keefe. 1937, Phil Everly. 1943, Janis Joplin. 1946, Dolly Parton. 1809, another cat. 1809, Edgar Allan Poe. 1954, Katie Seagal. 1949, Robert Palmer. 1950, Francis Buchholz. 1992, Mac Miller. You can catch us here 7 days a week with Brian the Rockstone on WCDI, and don't forget to check out the Top Rope Report every Sunday and Wednesday. Have a great day, y'all. I hope to see you on Wednesday. Ciao.